Welcome to exercise 67, and we've written across the top the things we'll be covering, but we're just going to look them down here. When you have a W followed by an A, that is to say the W is in front of the A is going to have actually a short O sound, and let's see how that works. Reward. You get a reward if you get 100 on your spelling test. Wander. He was wandering around. He was lost, and then here is wandering. He was wandering around. Want. I tell my students when they first see this, they usually use the short A sound. They'll say want, and I'll say, what do you want? And they'll think, what? Well, what do you want? So the W again has influences the A there. Warden, like a warden in a prison. Warm, the weather is warm outside. Warmer, it's warmer today than it was yesterday. Warn, I warn you not to get out of your seat until recess. Warning, he gave a warning, road out ahead. Wash, and again, if you use a short A, you got wash. Well, that can't be right, so it's got to be wash. Washing, he was washing his face. Watch. Don't watch too much TV. And again, if you use a short A, it will be watch. So it has to be watch. And again, that W there is the influences the sound of the A. And if you watch very carefully, it's called watchful. He was watchful. He was paying attention. Water. It's good to drink water every day. And again, if you said water, that does not make sense. So water. And finally, war. War can be a terrible thing, but we appreciate those who are willing to go to war to protect our freedoms in our country. SWA, as in the word swamp. The alligator lives in the swamp, and again, you got that W there. It influences the A. And swan is a kind of a bird. WOR says were. And so it doesn't have the or sound, but the sound. So we have word. Take my word for it. Words. How many words are on this page? Work. Do your work and you'll make good grades. Worker, you are a good worker, you work hard. World, the world is a wonderful place. Worm, you can use a worm when you go fishing. Worms, that's plural, more than one. Worries, he worries too much. Worry, why do you worry? What's bothering you? Worse, the opposite of better is worse, for better or worse. Worship. Many people worship God. Worst, what was the worst day of your life? Worth. What is a gold ring worth? A lot of money. Next we have QUA, and the word is quality. And quantity. Quality is how good it is, and quantity is how much you have of something. SQUA, as in squash. You can cook and eat squash. WHA is similar to the double A up here, and this is what. Again, it's a short O sound. What. And I could put a question mark after it. What are you doing? And again, if you read it with a short A, it would be wat, and it's not a word, so you know it's got to be what. And OU is It's kind of an outlaw. It has a lot of different sounds, some of them which we've already seen. Here it's going to say ow. No, I got that wrong. Here it's going to say, let's just say the word country. There we go. It's going to have the sound. That would be the short use sound. Country. Our country's the United States. Couple. Two people are a couple. Couples. He couples the caboose to the train, or the engine to the train cars. It means to hook things up. You couple something. Courage. He's brave. He has a lot of courage. Cousin. Your cousin is your mom or dad's kids. Cousins. More than one of them. I had a bunch. Curious. Curious about the future. Dangerous. Be careful not to do anything that's too dangerous. You might get hurt. Double. When you double something, you have two of it. Enormous. Enormous means very big. Famous. Maybe you'll be famous someday and a lot of people will know you. Generous. Generous people help other people. And they will use their money instead of hoarding it and keeping it for themselves. Gorgeous. Very pretty. Jealous. When you're jealous that someone has something else. Marvelous. It's a marvelous thing to be able to read. Nervous. A nervous person has jitters. He's nervous about the future. Serious. Mr. Potter takes teaching reading very serious. Touch. When you touch something with your hand and see if it's soft or if it's rough. Touchy. He's a little touchy. You have to be careful what you say around him. Trouble. Try not to get in trouble. Young. He's not old, he's young. And finally we have younger.